Dear Diary, it has come to my attention that my roommate, the animal I have been cohabitating with for the past 4 years, 6 months, 2 weeks, 5 days, 13 hours, and 33 seconds, is indeed a feline domesticus, also known as a cat. This newfound information should bring light to my current predicament. I will report as no information follows. Dear Diary, I consistently find hair that is not my own on my freshly laundered clothes. I am unaware to the original source, although I have my suspicions. I will continue to monitor all daily behavior patterns of those living in the dwelling. The cat is high on my suspect list. Dear Diary, I have replaced my mother's heirloom African violet twice now. I am confused as to why this particular plant will not survive in my apartment. The ambient temperature and overall humidity combined with its space in the southern face window should exceed a 90% ideal environment for the plant. I have yet to have one last longer than a few weeks. I will purchase yet another book on gardening to see if I can improve my faulty green thumb. Dear Diary, I have tried to convince the cat to use a traditional waste receptacle for feces without success. He currently uses a small rectangular box filled with sand, spending his leisure time digging holes and placing the sand in piles around the outside of the box. Although the toilet is better suited for personal business, he seems frightened by it. Dear Diary, this afternoon, after arriving home from work, I found an excrement upon my pillow. After interrogating the cat for several hours, I have yet to obtain a satisfactory response. Hopefully, I will discover the truth in this matter. Dear Diary, the cat continues to mock me in his native tongue. I have persistently tried to communicate with what little of his language I have been able to decipher, but to no avail. He either stares at me in contempt, with his ears slightly tilted backwards, as if to avoid my questions, or licks his anus in defiance. Dear Diary, I found the cat laying listlessly in the hallway. At first I felt a slight twinge of concern for the creature, thinking it had taken ill, but upon close inspection, his apparent goal was to cling to my ankles in a combative manner. I have carefully cleaned and bandaged my wounds. Dear Diary, out of sheer frustration, I have thrown the cat outside. I had hoped that he would find a new place to live, but that was a fleeting thought, as I imagined him being retrieved by the local humane authorities and living the rest of existence in a strange place. Perhaps I was too hasty. I do miss him. Dear Diary, I am happy to inform you that the cat returned to our dwelling. Still, I believe that I may have created a monster. I am finding it increasingly difficult to maintain order within and without the dwelling, as the cat has demanded in and out privileges. Reluctantly, I must abide by his requests, or I will be subjected to a cacophony of distressing sounds at all hours of the day and night. I have been reduced to nothing more than a mere doorman, opening and closing, opening and closing, opening and sometimes holding it open as he lays his body across the door jamb. All other daily activities have been abandoned. How much longer will this madness continue? Dear Diary, day-to-day mobility within the dwelling has become increasingly difficult. I have resorted to standing at all waking hours. If I do not, I find myself under extreme duress, for the cat uses his entire mass to pin me to the chair, or the sofa, or the bed, or the floor, lulling me into a semi-comatose state by what can only be described as the feeling of warm fur and a soft motor humming. It is the very song of hell coming to take away my soul. I do not know how much longer I can resist. I am Prometheus, bound to an eternal loop of torment. What crime did I commit to deserve this?
Cat!